Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Tulsa Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. The Green Wave offense takes the field and they'll have the first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Stands in and takes the hit. Touchdown, Green Wave! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Hurricane off. It's its first crack in this game, and they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Golden Hurricane to the line facing second and short. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision.
Just steamrolling the defense. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Leaves it with the back. And it Explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Got his man in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Sprinting away. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tulsa. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Washington found a way to pull out a victory.
He smashes his way through again. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Leaves it with the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Tulane right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Quick handoff. Past the 45. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
He's going for the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
After the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tulane.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Grabs it in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got his man on the right. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Tulsa comes out of the break ready to go to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
It's complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Turning it on. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Tulane right back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And wings it incomplete. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback making checks. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got his man. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. He'll keep it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Louisiana Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Bulldogs. A busy day in CUSA, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. With the catch, it's Hankins. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Tulane right back to the line. Might be changing the route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Offense working from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Hankins. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Fires to the big fella. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The green wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's McLeod. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Really nice awareness that time, getting out of bounds and saving 6 seconds on the clock. You're in field goal range here, so you've got maybe time for one more quick completion, get out of bounds, or if you're not going to kick the field goal, you've got time for one more shot into the end zone.
Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Using his legs, it's Hankins. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. Got a little space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on first and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tulane!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Hendricks. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Makes the grab down the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing second and short. off play action. Finds the tight end. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Under fire. Looking to buy time. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. On the run, fires downfield. Finds his man open. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Tulsa trying to power ahead on third and short. He'll pull it on the read. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. The give to the back. Just ran him over. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. Looking for a gap. It's Hankins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. Oh, he's got some space. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the first down.
And when they bring on the punt unit, a lot of times I change my personnel and I bring on a different unit, and I think it worked to their advantage. 4th and inches, you don't think they're going to run a fake. They run a fake, execute it great. Nice job by this punt unit.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And it's nice to be an offense coordinator and go, all right, run it. Like, run it again. Run it again. 5 straight runs, moving the sticks, all easy, high percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage up front.
Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Tulane just a few inches away might take a shot on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Green Wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats at the end of the season. We look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running to the left. Breaks into the open. Finding an escape route. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen. When they get beat, you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Got it inside the tag. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Tulsa trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
3rd and goal. The offense still trying to run the football here. And how about the individual effort up front by this defender? Getting penetration, now setting up 4th down.
Quarterback making adjustments. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Let's it go to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.